tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go.
Historic Lambeau Field fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Green Bay Packers.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mahomes going to throw.
He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On first down, Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball. Second down.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be second down.
You look at this Packers defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, That slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 23 yards on the play.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Hey, 43.
Now Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Packers at 9-2 to start play. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Love looking to throw it. That's caught by the rookie, Jayden Reed. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Check, smash.
Love now. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Hey, go steal.
To the air again, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Watch out now. 50, 50, 43.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's second and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
And they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
43.
Mahomes Mahomes will try again on second down. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 17. 7-7, our score after one. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco from 17 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14, Packers 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Black Ultra. Set.
On second down, Love once more. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's out right at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell coming out for Green Bay on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Smash, crack. Slide 2. Ready?
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete downfield to James. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Packers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Complete to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 64 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Carlson for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, 36 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reid. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again, it's Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now this aired out deep for Reid. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one too low.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Blaster, stay. Ready?
Love now on 2nd down. The short throw to Musgrave. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Dillon again, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
That's the score. Chiefs 29, Packers 24.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57, yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and
and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers.
Jayden Reed, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Shot, 17.
Following the interception, Love. A short throw to Musgrave. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Steal, check, steal, check.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Check, view. Ready?
Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
That kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1-yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Attack, attack! Hey, 43, 15. Attack!
Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Completed out left to Dobbs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Love, they go play action now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards puts it on. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
43, yellow.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 73 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try the right side with Jones.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe on gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
And he has a Packer 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Let's go now.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that?
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath. Did you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions? You may have given the credit so that you're saved now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What am I motives. What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you.